Leandro! Dishes!
1 second!
Oh. Leandro! Dishes!
I'm coming, Mom, I'm coming!
Leandro! Dishes! Hi, Leandro.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Leandro.
Hi, Mom!
How you doing?
Great!
How was your day?
Oh my gosh, it was awesome. How was yours?
Oh, it was good. I got a new recipe. Wait till we
Really?
have the pizza.
So, as you saw in the videos, there are some good examples and some bad examples of how to behave and in your family, how to be a leader. And they're really simple things, and I mean, starting from doing chores like dishes, or simply after school going to your parents if they're at home and, talking about your day instead of ignoring them or just, be kind of selfish and just go to your room and do whatever you like technology and all that stuff.
So I find leadership in the home one of the biggest pushes of my character, because home is a very safe place to fail, and if you fail, your family's still gonna love you, so it's easy to treat them the way you feel like treating them instead of the way you know is important to treat them. So I try to make sure that I think before I speak, especially at home, because I know even if I'm sassy with my mom, she's still gonna love me in the end, but that means because she loves me, that means she deserves to be treated with the utmost respect, and all of that goes with all of my family members.
Before he started the leadership program, he basically would sit around and wait until someone asked him to do something, and now he actually reminds me of things that need to be done and make sure that they get done.
She's definitely become more mature, much more empathetic towards people, always willing to help. Community service has become very important to her, and she really has a lot of compassion for other people.
His relationship with his younger brother has really improved. I think Alex has just done a very good job of just trying to work on that relationship, and he really has become an encourager to his younger brother and really a mentor for him too. It's really clear that he likes his brother and he wants to build him up, and I think he does a great job at that.
As he's been getting more involved in leadership and learning what that's really about, it's just more of a servant's attitude about serving and being willing to serve and being helpful, and just realizing that that's kind of a lifestyle choice.
As a leader, I think acknowledging a mentor's experience, learning from it, and using it as a springboard to become an even better leader. Listening to others, taking an idea, tweaking it to become more safe, quicker, more efficient at the same task.
They have to earn my trust, and without trust you cannot be a leader. You need to establish goals, you need to follow through with those goals, and act on your commitments.
Those are the people you're most comfortable with and most yourself with, and I think it just requires a real conscientious effort in the student to really foster those relationships and to show respect
I think at family, you're just kind of in a familiar environment, you know, you're with your family, and you know, you around them all the time, and I think a lot of times you just extend a lot more courtesy and consideration to people.
They want to have a lot of independence. They want to be considered adults, and they want to be able to do some of the things that adults do, but they're not quite ready yet. So we have to still be able to guide them and parent them and help them until they are adults. I'm just really proud of the person that she's become. She's very sweet, she loves kids, she loves to help people. She's very involved in leadership. She really values it as a class, and she takes it to heart. It's very important to her, and it's made her a really strong person on the inside, but yet very compassionate and sweet to others.
This is initiative. He's shown a lot of leadership in helping with the other students and the community through the leadership program.
His commitment to school, his respect for our rules. I'm proud of him and talk about him to everyone. I brag about he does his household responsibilities without having to be reminded or even nagged.
His leadership qualities that he shows at school and at home. I'm proud of his willingness to serve. He volunteers in the community. He leads a church youth group. He tutors students who are struggling in math.
Involved in school, excelling at school, excelling at athletics, challenged himself in spiritual growth by becoming a youth leader, a youth group, and so also an area of service, just being able to be focused on the needs of others and being a servant. So I think it's, you know, just that whole package of you know, the different dimensions of your person, and just being excelling in all those dimensions.
He's really made such an effort to just be a role model for his brother this year, and I think that's just improved family relationships because they're getting along so well.
It's played into being more willing to help and serve, and just being not just inwardly focused, but being focused on the needs of his brothers and, you know, his parents. So that's been a real positive effect.
Since she's been involved in leadership, we've become closer. She's much easier to talk to because she's willing to hear my point of view, and I'm willing to hear hers, and I think that she values my opinion and I value her opinion.
Being willing to try new tools and learn new processes in order to help out with family projects.
More trust, greater respect, going both ways, less strictness in the rules, more privileges for him, less worry for me, and more fun time, because with less rules and more privileges, he has a little more fun things to do.
When it comes to leadership in the home, or leadership at home, I think there's a few things that we really need to think about. The first one is honesty. And as I look back at when I was a student leader, one of the areas where I wasn't honest, and my definition of honesty is being free of deception, and one of the big ways to know whether you are free of deception is, are you the same in all areas of your life? If I'm trying to be a servant leader, am I the same way at home as I'm trying to be at school, around people, my friends, my colleagues, my peers, teachers, and all of that? And I was not when I was in high school, and it's taken years to try to repair that and try to recover that and try to improve those relationships. And so I always challenge students that we need to look at how honest we are in our relationships at home. And so I challenge you to think about that. How are you respecting your parents or guardians at home? Are you demonstrating love, or are you having to be asked more than once to do something? Because if you're having to be asked more than once, or if you continue to give the famous, I'll get it in a minute, and there's people that are experts at I'll get it in a minute, and they know that if they continue to ask, or if they continue to say that eventually mom's just going to do it. And that's not showing love to mom, that's not showing love to your parents, that's not showing love to your guardians. We should be doing it the first time that we've been asked, and many times we should be doing it without being asked. And those are areas that we can improve in. We can do things without being asked, intentionally plan to do them during the week. And if we are asked to do it, we can learn to jump right on doing it. Because ultimately one of the worst things that people don't like to do is they don't like to do the dishes. They think it's just this huge, terrible thing, when really if you break it down, it's 5 minutes. 5-minute sacrifice to show love to your parents or guardians. Don't they deserve it? There's a lot of sacrifices that parents and guardians have made that we reward on a regular basis with the rolling of our eyes, impatience, talking back, arguing, or the famous, you just aren't around them, you go straight to your room. And we need to change that somewhere, and if we don't change it, our kids are going to do the same thing when we're parents.